just go. Yeah. Well, we beat a really good team tonight, and proud of my guys. They played a tough game tonight, and I thought the leadership that Goldwire and Moore provided was the first time we've had that level of leadership, and Jordan really did a good job. I mean, he did a great job in the game. Mark Williams has not practiced that well up until this week. And in the last couple of days, Nate James has done a great job, and he's put in extra work, and he gave us a big boost. And going forward, and we're building a team here, and proud of my guy. The last couple of days we've been stressing not to put your hands on people and foul, and we didn't put them on the foul line. And I thought our defense was real good. They're a very tough team to defend. And Alvarado is really as good a guard. He and Jones from Louisville are just at a high level. And down the stretch, made big buckets. Matt Hurt was strong. Jalen, and we rebounded the ball very well. So big win for us. You lose 3 games, and they had 2 threes, one that bounced up 25 feet in the air and came back down and came in, or maybe 15 feet in the air. And then Parham, threw that thing in at the end of the shot clock to make it 60-59. And then they took the lead by 1. And based on losing 3 in a row, a team can start thinking, well, negative, and our guys didn't. So it's all on them. Our players did that, and I'm proud of them. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have.
All right. If you have a question, use the hand raise feature, and we'll start with Josh Graham. Josh, go ahead.
Coach, we saw the emotion from you at the end of the game. What was the source of that?
Well, just the fact that, this is from August 1st. These kids, this has been a long journey, and every team goes through it different. But, ours has been, we have not had a positive case yet, knock on wood, but we've had interruptions. And it's long for anybody, but for a young group, it's really long. And then losing 3 games, the last one being a very winnable game for us. It can go the other way real easy. And we've had 2 good days of practice, a great meeting last night before they had a snack and went to bed, and they responded. So I'm just so happy for them. I'm as happy as I was disappointed for them on Saturday at this same level.
All right, Steve Wiseman, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, this is, the first game you guys have made plays down the stretch to win it. When, Georgia Tech, you had a big lead. They kept fighting back. Alvarado made plays. Just, can you just address, how much this team learned tonight, how much you learned about them tonight?
Yeah, well, I think, Steve, good point. And it goes to leadership. Goldwire really did a good job in Wendell of settling us down. And, you expend so much energy trying to stop them, and you can let up a little bit, or rush, or not be poised. I thought we had good poise at the end. And not that we were rattled or anything at Louisville, but we were just, we worked as a unit better tonight. And again, it's a young team, so hopefully we can, continue to do that.
Derek Saul, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, even after Jalen picked up 2 early fouls, something that feels like it's happened
Right.
a couple different times this year, he really bounced back the second half and took over. How important is it for the team moving forward to have him to continue to grow and occupy a bigger role?
Yeah, well, he remember with Jalen, it's not that he not only didn't play, he didn't practice for over a month. And so for him to be advancing like he is really encouraging. And to learn about the physicality of the game and to play through contact. He made those 2 plays in the last few minutes through contact, and he made one of them after letting Alvarado take the ball from him. He came down, and that's a big sign. You know, you can get down about that and not be as strong in the next play, and he was. So, and then having Mark sub, hope maybe that's something that we can build on there too.
David Thompson, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. As I'm sure you know, today's the 1-year anniversary of of Kobe Bryant, and I was wondering if you had any time today just to reflect on your friendship and relationship with him, and also just kind of what the game of basketball has missed with him gone in the last year.
Yeah, you know, unless you're living in a hole, you know, or in a cave, you've seen a lot today, and if you follow Instagram, Twitter, all the sports stuff, you know, there's so many tributes, and it's amazing how many people he had touched in such a deep way, and me included. And remember, this generation of players too. He and now LeBron, but he was the Jordan for these young guys. And not that Michael's become extinct or anything like that, but you know, they wear, a lot of my guys were wearing Kobe shoes today and shirts and stuff like that. He was idolized. And, you know, for me to have an opportunity to coach him twice, actually 3 times, a qualifying tournament too. You know, we had a good relationship, but because of the Olympics, I had a really good relationship with him. And so did my wife, Mickey, and their kids and our grandkids, because in Beijing, we interacted, you know, my grandchildren and his girls. I can remember, you know, one of the eating rooms where my 2 granddaughters were, and Kobe came up and kissed him on the hand and called him each a princess. And, you know, he had that way, you know, you start crying really what a tragedy. It's hard to believe it's 1 year too, right? I mean, just what a loss. Yeah, but I reflected quite a bit on him.
We have time for a couple more. Tom Shanahan, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, considering how lightly recruited Jordan Goldwire was, and I think he was a late recruit for you, can you
Right.
reflect on how he's gotten the most out of his potential, where he ranks in that kind of category for you?
Well, hopefully he hasn't got the most out of his potential yet, that we're seeing a jump. I thought today was as good a game as he's played at Duke, because he played it in a leadership role. That doesn't mean last year with Tyus or with Trey, he was a really good player, but today was his best game. He had to guard as good a guard as there was in the country, and he led our team. He had 7 assists and 1 turnover, big rebounds, and hopefully that will be his role. Hopefully that will be his role. And then hopefully you can ask that question numerous times that I can keep telling you how he keeps growing. And, but you know, to single him out with your question is terrific.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.